Imagine a world ruled by fish, not just any fish, armored giants with jaws like traps. 400 million years ago, oceans teemed with strange creatures. The land was nearly empty. Welcome to 10 ideas about the world 400 million years ago, Kingdom of Fishes. Today, we explore a planet unlike ours. What was it like? Why does it matter? Let's dive in. Let's travel back 400 million years. This is the Devonian period. Scientists call it the Age of Fishes. The Earth looked alien. No sprawling forests, no dinosaurs, no mammals. Continents were clumped together, forming a supercontinent called Gondwana in the south and smaller land masses like Laurentia in the north. The United States Geological Survey, or USGS, notes that these continents were drifting, reshaping Earth's map. Oceans covered most of the planet. They were warm, shallow, and bursting with life. Fish dominated these waters, not modern fish like salmon or sharks. These were early forms, some with heavy, bony armor. The land? Mostly barren. A few primitive plants, like mosses, clung to wet areas. No animals roamed yet. The atmosphere had less oxygen than today, about 15% compared to our 21%. Life was still figuring out how to conquer land. Let's explore 10 key ideas about this strange world. First, the oceans were a fish kingdom. Countless species thrived. Many were armored, like Dunkleosteus, a 10-meter-long predator with bony plates instead of teeth. Its bite was stronger than a great white shark's. These placoderms, fish with armored heads and bodies, ruled the seas. Second, diversity was staggering. Fossils from the Devonian, found in places like Canada's Magusha site, show hundreds of fish species. Some had fins like modern fish, others had bizarre, paddle-like limbs. Jawless fish, like lamprey ancestors, swam alongside early jawed species. This variety set the stage for evolution. Third, coral reefs exploded. Shallow seas hosted massive reef systems built by ancient corals and sponges. These reefs, like those in modern Australia, supported fish populations. They were nurseries for life, fostering biodiversity. Fourth, sharks appeared. Not the sleek predators we know. Early sharks like Cladocelish were small, about 2 meters long, with cartilage skeletons. They were fast, but lacked the armor of placoderms. Their rise marked a shift in ocean food chains. Fifth, land plants emerged. Tiny, leafless plants like Cooksonia sprouted in muddy wetlands. They were only a few centimeters tall. Their roots stabilized soil, changing how rivers flowed. This paved the way for future forests. Sixth, oxygen levels shaped life. Low oxygen in the air limited land animals. Fish thrived in water, where oxygen was easier to extract. But some fish, like lungfish ancestors, gulped air. This was a clue to how vertebrates would later crawl onto land. Seventh, mass extinctions loomed. The Devonians saw several extinction events. Changing sea levels and climate shifts wiped out many fish species. The Geological Society of America notes that these events reshaped marine ecosystems, favoring adaptable species. Eighth, continents were on the move. Tectonic plates shifted slowly. Gondwana drifted toward Laurentia. This collision began forming a new supercontinent, Pangaea in the south. This altered ocean currents, affecting fish habitats. Fossils show how species spread across these changing seas. Ninth, predators ruled. Armored fish like Dunkleosteus hunted smaller species. Their armored plates protected them from rivals. Some had razor-sharp jaw plates, slicing prey like scissors. This arms race drove evolution, pushing fish to develop new traits. 10th, early amphibians appeared. By the late Devonian, some fish evolved sturdy fins like Tiktaalik. This fish could drag itself onto land. It wasn't a true amphibian, but it was a step toward vertebrates leaving the water. Fossils from Greenland reveal this transition. These 10 ideas paint a picture of a dynamic world. Fish dominated oceans, plants crept onto land, continents drifted, reefs thrived, extinctions reshaped life. These 10 ideas, diverse fish, emerging plants, moving continents, and more, reveal a planet in transition. The Devonian wasn't just a distant past, it laid the foundation for life today. From our limbs to modern reefs, those ancient oceans still echo in our world. The Devonian period shaped our world. First, fish diversity set the stage for vertebrates. Every land animal with a backbone, reptiles, birds, mammals, traces back to those early fish. Tiktaalik's fins are the ancestors of our arms and legs. Understanding this helps scientists trace evolution's path. Second, reefs built ecosystems. Devonian coral reefs supported complex food webs. They're like modern reefs, which sustain millions of species. Studying ancient reefs help us protect today's oceans. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, uses fossil data to model reef resilience. Third, plants changed the planet. Those tiny Devonian plants pumped oxygen into the air. Over millions of years, they raised oxygen levels, making land habitable for animals. They also trapped carbon, cooling the climate. This process still influences Earth's climate today. Fourth, extinctions teach resilience. Devonian die-offs show how life adapts to crisis. Species that survived, like early sharks, passed on traits that persist. Paleontologists use these patterns to predict how modern species might handle climate change. Fifth, tectonic shifts matter. The movement of continents in the Devonian rearranged oceans and climates. This process continues today. Understanding ancient plate tectonics helps geologists predict earthquakes and volcanic activity. Sixth, fish armor inspires technology. The bony plates of placoderms were tough, yet flexible. Engineers study these structures for ideas. Some modern body armor mimic their design. This shows how ancient life informs innovation. Seventh, the Devonian shows Earth's fragility. Rapid climate shifts and sea level changes disrupted life. Today, human-driven changes echo those challenges. Studying the Devonian helps us understand how ecosystems respond to stress. Finally, it connects us to deep time. 400 million years ago, no humans existed, yet the fish in those oceans were our distant ancestors. Their survival shaped our existence. This perspective reminds us how interconnected life is across time. The world 400 million years ago was a fish kingdom. Armored giants like Dunkleosteus ruled the seas. Early plants crept onto land, continents drifted, reefs thrived, extinctions reshaped life. These 10 ideas, diverse fish, emerging plants, moving continents, and more, reveal a planet in transition. The Devonian wasn't just a distant past, it laid the foundation for life today. From our limbs to modern reefs, those ancient oceans still echo in our world. That's a wrap for our journey to 400 million years ago, when fish ruled the seas. If you found this story interesting, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Definitely drop in the comments below telling me which part of the Devonian period fascinates you the most. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.